You're listening to Hal Sparks' radio program, Mega Worldwide.
I thought there was going to be like a new one every break. I was so excited.
You want more, Hal? We'll give you more. Hal Sparks' radio program, Mega Worldwide on Chicago's Progressive.
Oh, we lost our caller.
820.
Oh, that happens. Sometimes they chicken out. It's okay. It's okay. So, Diana in our chat room is saying her resolution is to play more guitar and do more art, which I think is a wonderful thing. The world needs more of it all the time. Let's see. The resolution is to try and exercise more and lose some weight. If your resolution is to try, you will continue to try. Your resolution should be to exercise more. The try part is a bailout before you even do it. If you resolve to try, you will resolve to fail.
What did Yoda say?
Resolve to try and exercise.
No, I said, what did Yoda say?
Oh, what did Yoda say? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do or do not. There is no try. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there would. I literally for a moment was like, is there a Yoda in the chat? Because it's something that's totally possible.
Would totally. That's on brand.
Completing more quilts. That's a lovely one, Sherry. That's fantastic. Oh my God, Hal knows the secret. I kind of do, actually. My resolution is to hibernate till spring. All right. Well, hey, commit. I don't even know why you're awake right now. You should just be typing zzz every time. Actually take time to catch up with people this year. Yes, that's a good one. You know, looking into the people that, you know, especially in the beginning of COVID, when everybody was on lockdown and nobody kind of had a system to deal yet. Me and CSL and a couple other people in the chat room would remind people to reach out to people who you haven't talked to, friends you haven't talked to in a long while, because you may call right when they're going through some stuff, and you might be the call they need. And even if you aren't, you can cross them off the list, you know, and it's, you're like, all right, I don't have to call them anymore. You know, that in and of itself relieves some stuff off your checklist. I should call Dave. And then you're like, I don't have to call Dave anymore. You know, it's actually quite freeing. So just, get in there and commit to that part of it. But letting someone know that you're thinking about them, this kind of goes to the what I was saying last week about songs that I think Metallica was saying that they passed 1.5 billion listens on Spotify, and my joke was congratulations to Metallica for being the first artist to earn over $100 on Spotify, because it's such a ripoff. But especially for T-Pain tweeted what it cost to make $1. It's just silly. But one of the there is no way that what you paid for a song that has changed your life or affected your life will ever make up for the gift it's given you. Not ever. If you bought every version of it ever, you could arguably buy it fresh every single day, and still the joy it brought you, the life-changing moment that it caused, it's invaluable. It is priceless. And so with that in mind, since you basically owe every musician that's made you laugh, sing, dance, cry, stand up, sit down, helped you get through a bad spot or get you geared up for a good one, you owe them a debt you can never repay. There's just no monetary value on it at all, ever. So go to their shows, thank them on Twitter, just throw them a thanks every so often. And that value, the value of that, what they will feel will be the closest thing to a repayment, because they'll hear it. They'll know it. Diana's going to buy an electric car. That's the New Year's resolution. That's fantastic.
Oh, cool.
I already resolved last year that my next car would be electric. I even signed up and put $100 down to be on the waiting list for the Cybertruck, which has been on a hard delay for a while. I will say, and it's too expensive for me currently. I mean, we'll see if I get another TV show, then we'll talk. But the Hummer that crab walks that's electric.
That sounds fun.
Just because it can turn its wheels sideways, and you can parallel park literally just by driving parallel.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And the prices of them are going to come down over the next 5 to 10 years in the same way that, computer quality and all that kind of stuff. Again, technology is permanently deflationary, kids, always and forever. It will always be that way. At one point, the most impossible technology in the world that's out of the reach of people. Oh my God, how is it possible that this can be done and only the DOD or the Chinese government can afford such a thing? It'll be in your pocket in 10 years for next to nothing. So get used to that idea. That's going to accelerate as well. So I'm excited, and again, I guess technically also I have 2 resolutions this year because of that 1% thing, but that's kind of related to that radical optimism aspect of things, being more open. I'm coming out of the closet as a radical optimist because I always have been.
Really, you've not kept that light under a bushel very effectively, Hal.
No. But I also haven't touted it at the level it deserves. So again, with that feeling, what it represents, it absolutely should burn brighter as a way of living and expressing.
Yeah.
So anything short of full-fledged endorsement all the time for me is the effect of hiding it, hiding your candle under a bushel, which by the way is a great way to set a fire. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, be careful with that.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a barn fire when you're trying to be all happy clappy.
That's right. When you're just out there with a couple of other pious
Goats.
Salem citizens trying to decide who the next witch is.
Go quick, hide the candle.
Some people like,
where are you gonna put it?
That's right.
Put it under this bushel.
That's right.
We could just blow it out. We're out of matches.
Thank you for the radical happiness you built. Yep, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, don't forget to push the like button, guys, and go to infotainmentwars.com and subscribe this year. Maybe make a resolution to help promote the folks that have gotten you through the pandemic, through joy and optimism, and especially those of us that have been right. Because again, I would like to say for the record that, several times over the last few years, the last 2 years especially, everybody's like, it's the end of the world. It's gone. We're doomed. It's terrible. And I'm like, not quite. We're going to make it. And I continue to believe that, and I will forever, I feel like I'm the, like the Pied Piper of optimism at this point. Lawrence O'Donnell refers to Pramila Jayapal as the executive-in-chief of optimism. No, because she's just, that's her defending, their plan in the Progressive Caucus. That's different. She's, hope burns eternal because she's got a job to do. That's different than believing in the goodness of your fellow man in general. Benita says, Hal, you've allowed me to exhale many times. So that's, hey, if I can get you to breathe deep and live a day longer, yay. Because I look forward to entertaining you over the next little bit. And Johnny Million, in our last 5 minutes of our first show of January 1st, this 2022,
we're gonna freestyle rap. Bring it on, Melody.
That's right. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, here we go. Let's make this happen. It's gotta.
My name is Johnny, and I'm here to say,
and bang, da da, yay, rap things.
Larga darga.
Also words. It's freestyle. You don't have to rhyme or make sense. Or that's the great thing about it. I that was so easy. That by the way, 1% thing. Nailed it right out of the gate. I was 1% better at rapping.
1% more
just
freestyle rapping than we did last year.
Than we've ever done. Right. Yeah. I think that's finally about time. Don in the chat is like muting now because the minute you brought up freestyle rap, he's like, I'm out. So
our chat has decreased by 150 in the last 90 seconds.
That's right. But no. Like YouTube just shut down. That's so weird that actually happens. And by the way, I would like to thank Diana Turner in our chat. Her New Year's resolution is to buy an electric car. She mentioned that.
Cool.
Okay. Stephen Lee, thank you for the super chat. He left a joke. Why did Humpty Dumpty push his girlfriend off the wall so he could see her crack? That's very strange.
Oh,
That's a very
wow.
strange joke. It's a very dad joke. Diana Turner, thank you so much again. She's been doing yoga since the 70s, way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Thank you, my WAP for the super chat. Trust is a priceless profit. Profits are not good for the Democratic Party. Trust is a priceless profit, and profits are not good for the. Do Republicans think if we secede from the U.S., they will be free of social program need? No, clearly not. Have you seen Abbott asking for help from the federal government recently? We have set up things. They got to help us with testing sites and all this. I'm sorry. Did you spend all your excess cash on the state wall?
Did somebody turn down all of this help that was offered to you before?
That's right. Thank you, Bonnie, by the way. And James Etling says thank you for the super chat, the 2022 super chat. Ron Klain updated the total. Biden had appointed 40 as of December 18th. See? Even more good news. In the last couple of minutes of the show, in the last 2 minutes, 2 extra judges recognized in this. Hal, let's pass the voting rights bill and then let's light this candle. I agree, Brad. Thank you. Thank you, Say What, for the super chats. Yes, thank you, Robert Brunswick, for the super chat as well. Hal and Johnny, Happy New Year to love you both, my brothers. Happy New Year to all of my fellow sparklers. Folks in the audience, thank you. Joie Noel, thank you for the super chat. Diana Turner says, in 2022, we need to wash some people's brains out thinking all this crazy mess. Yeah, I mean, definitely, there's some folks that need their brain washed out with soap, metaphorically speaking. I don't recommend it as a treatment. It's about as effective as hydroxy light bulb up your rectum. Yeah. And Crystal says, may 2022 be a good year for all, especially if you have fresh tires. Some people say. And thank you guys so much for Shadow Woman and Jay Putnam and Putnam and Stargal for gifting subscriptions to folks on there. It is 1622 will be hilarious. I'm sure we will cover Trump's ridiculous presser,
we'll talk
which
about
will be
that Saturday.
Pathetic and silly and funny and I got news for you, kids. I'm not worried about it. I am not. And not because I'm so scared that I'm just avoiding reality. No. I know it's not a threat because I, more than any other person, have stared unblinking into the Trump tornado and its mess, and I'm not afraid. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, CPT. Happy New Year to everybody there. Happy New Year, Johnny Million. Happy New Year, chat. See you next time.
Thank you, Devin and Paul.
Thanks, Devin and Paul. Happy New Year.